As a small business owner, you know that remote teams can be a key to your success. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to successfully manage a remote team and get the most out of them. Welcome to the Financial and Lifestyle Freedom Podcast. Hey everyone, my name is Annette Ferguson and I am the CEO of Annette Co, UK-based accounting firm. I'm a chartered accountant, certified profit first professional and small business growth strategist. And I have been working with remote teams for many, many years and I've learned a lot about how to make them successful. So in this episode, I'm going to share with you some tips on how to manage them effectively and get the most out of your remote team's productivity. So stay tuned. Number 1, define your company's values and make sure they are aligned with those of your remote workers. As a small business owner, it's important to ensure the values of your remote workers are clearly defined and in line with those of your business. Working in different locations and out of sight can make it challenging for everyone to share the same goals, but this is an area where dedication goes a long way. Making sure your employees understand the mission, vision, and values needed of the organization is essential. Not only so they feel invested, but also to bolster their ability to perform better individually and as a remotely managed team. You can get creative, utilize technology, give demonstrations and host virtual workshops so they feel truly connected with the core objectives of your brand. With an aligned set of values putting you forward, there is no limit to what a team remotely can accomplish. And number 2, clearly communicate expectations to remote team members. This, by the way, is something that I was terrible at when I first started working with remote teams. Because as a small business owner, managing remote teams, ensuring expectations are clearly communicated to each and every team member is absolutely vital. Making sure the goals, objectives, and tasks expected of each role is crystal clear should be the priority when forming your remote strategy. By laying out expectations in the clearest possible upfront way, everyone will understand exactly what is expected of them, allowing for greater collaboration and significantly better outcomes. Communication can become particularly challenging as the team grows larger, so it's recommended to invest resources into tools that allow for easy communication like Zapier, however we're supposed to pronounce it, or G Suite from Google, and we use Slack for internal communications. When it comes to leading a high-performing remote team, clear communication is absolutely key. And number 3, setting up regular check-ins with remote team members. As a small business owner, it can be difficult to handle the unique challenges that come up when managing a remote team. However, by scheduling regular check-ins with each of your team members, you can quickly discover and address any issues from conflicting deadlines to lack of motivation. Not only does this help your remote team stay on track, it also shows individual members that their contribution is valid and seen. The benefits of setting up these check-ins are multifaceted. Improved morale, heightened productivity, and better accountability make this an invaluable tool in your arsenal. And number 4, encouraging creativity and collaboration amongst remote team members. As a small business owner managing remote teams, it's important to remember that creativity and collaboration are key components of a successful virtual relationship. Encouraging team members to come up with creative solutions to complicated problems, as well as providing feedback in a constructive way, will help create an environment of trust and morale. Additionally, sharing projects between team members so that they can learn from one another while working on something together is an excellent way to foster collaborative thinking and ensure that all tasks get completed quickly and efficiently. By promoting the spirit of creativity and collaboration among your remote teams, you are setting the foundation for future successes. And number 5, celebrate successes together, no matter where people are located. This can be a tricky one if you're working with multiple time zones, of course, but try to make it work. because as a small business owner, running a remote team can be challenging. It takes time, effort, and dedication to ensure that everyone is on the same page and working together towards a common goal. One way to bring your team together is to celebrate successes, no matter where everyone is located. Making sure everyone feels appreciated for their contribution each step of the way will create an atmosphere of collaboration, understanding one another, and enjoying working together even from afar. So whether it's an online meeting or some other virtual celebration, make sure that you take time to appreciate each other for hard work well done. It can go a long way in terms of keeping morale up and achieving great results. And number 6, deal with issues as they come up and be transparent about what is happening. As a small business owner, managing a remote team is tricky, but it's far from impossible and a key element to success in dealing with issues head on and being transparent in communication. By doing so, you'll foster open dialogue and be able to quickly adjust as a team when any curveballs are thrown your way. Not only that, talking about successes, failures, and failures in a collaborative manner will build trust between the team members, which is essential if you want to ultimately achieve success. So don't forget, when tackling a remote new project, bringing communication and transparency back to base zero. Number 7. Make sure everyone has the tools they need to do their job well. One of the key successes to making sure that your remote team works is making sure that everyone has the equipment and resources they need to do their job effectively. This starts with hardware and software that meets the needs of the team, whether it's a customer service platform or access to shared drives on a cloud-based system. Then regular maintenance should be scheduled so that any updates and fine-tuning can be done swiftly and without any interruption, or at least minimizing the interruption to the team. Owning a small business is hard enough without having to worry about outdated tools to run your remote team. And number 8, trust your remote team members to get the job done. As a small business owner, one of the key components to successfully managing a remote team is trusting those team members to do the job that you hired them to do. Making sure that you have created clear expectations, both in terms of work product and timeline, so that they know what they need to do in order to succeed. By trusting your employees and giving them the autonomy they need to lead their own projects, you can build trust and create an effective working relationship. This helps ensure everyone is doing their job as expected and allows for positive results from each and every person. It's not always easy, but with a little foresight and effort on everyone's part, it can be incredibly rewarding for everyone involved. So now you've seen the success to managing a remote team and getting the most out of them. It's now, of course, your turn to put some of these tips into action. But before you do that, I would love if you want to make sure that you subscribe to this podcast. I thank you so much for tuning in, but you can subscribe wherever you happen to be listening. And of course, it means a huge amount to us if you are able to also leave us a review in whichever podcast platform you happen to be listening in. Reviews help other people find this podcast and benefit from it, so it would mean a huge amount to us. Thanks again for listening, and we'll speak soon.